Hey, so today is going to be a little different. Today is going to be a Funko Pop that's not necessarily going to go in my collection, but it's one that we talk a whole lot about how good of a job they do on these. So I wanted to pick this guy up and just simply do a review on it for you. And I'm always praising like how good of a job they did with this anime popper or how good of a job they did with that anime pop, but I've never actually seen any of these guys in person, or let me put it in a better perspective, I've never actually like did a review on one of these guys in person. So this right here is going to be from The Last Airbender. I think it's really called Avatar The Last Airbender, but I'm just going to say Last Airbender to shorten it up just a little bit. That's who this guy is going to be from. Now, I only picked up one of them because really this is not something that goes in my collection. This is just honest something that I'm only like doing so that I can do a little bit more in-depth view for some of the guys here that maybe feel like they're left out because I don't do so much anime stuff. I decided to throw this guy in the bunch, and I don't do mystery boxes, right? So I'm just going to spice everything up just a little bit. We're going to spice it up just a little bit. Now, this one didn't come in a Funko box. I get confused when they don't come in a Funko box, and then I think they're coming from a secondary like shipper when they come that way. That's just the way I look at that. And then it came in this really like odd box that looks like maybe it was some kind of a reject down the line. I don't know. You know, sometimes Funko does some weird stuff, and they haven't been putting stickers in there lately, so I kind of miss like not having my stickers in there. It's just been a weird scenario on what's been going on with Funko lately. So this one really came from you, the fans. You asked me to quit being so biased. You wanted me to review a little bit other stuff that maybe wasn't in my collection, that maybe was in your collection. So that's exactly where this guy is coming from. So I only ordered one of them, and this is not going to go in my collection, but I'm going to do a full review on this guy, and then you should be able to pick him up on my Whatnot. I'll do a Whatnot auction here in a couple of weeks. If you're not following me on Whatnot, you definitely should be. Go check me out on Whatnot. Go ahead and follow me over there. In a couple of weeks, I'll do a live auction, and I'll throw this guy in there with the live auction. This is going to be seriously different for me. So this is going to be something really different from me. Now I can see right off the start there's a couple of marks in the top of the box that I wouldn't normally see, which is kind of odd. I mean, and this box did already come in jacked up, so I mean I kind of expected there to be some stuff that was off with it just a little. This is from the Avatar The Last Airbender. They call him, I'm not even going to try and say exactly what they call him. I have never seen this series, and as I was saying, we always talk about how well done the anime stuff is, and this one came up on the Funko Shop. It's a Funko Shop exclusive. I thought that I'd pick him up and do a full review for you. So he's number 995 out of the group. This is from the animation line. They are showing 5 of these guys on the back of this box. Now you know that they never show the Funko Shop exclusives or the Chase series or nothing like that. It's only ever the commons on the back of the box. This is the Funko Shop exclusive. Now he's in this kneeling position. I'm super excited to get this guy out of the box though and see exactly what he's going to look like. Now I'm going to spit a little bit of inside knowledge at this point for everybody who doesn't know. If you will look at it, the Mandalorian, for all of the anime people out there that are big into the anime, the Mandalorian has the same blue arrows that this guy has on his hand. Now that is simply because in the Mandalorian and in The Last Airbender, you have the producer that was from The Last Airbender that is also helping produce the Mandalorian. That is rumors where the blue arrows came from. Now, I can't honestly think of any other place that the blue arrows would have came from other than that, because this is the only other character that I know of that has the blue arrows. If you know of another character that has blue arrows on his hands like this, throw a comment down below and let us all know who it is. Or if not, throw a comment down below also. I mean, it really doesn't matter. This guy, look, we're always talking about how well done the anime stuff is and that we don't collect it, but it's really well done. So I wanted to get this guy out of the box and just review him in a non-biased manner. That's honestly where I'm trying to come from on that one. Now, they did a really good job with him. The arrows are actually look like they are formed down his arm the way that they have them curved. The paint job on him, as far as I can see, is done really well. Now, they've limited a lot of what they are having to paint versus what they are not having to paint, and you see that more and more with Funko every day. The arrow on his head also looks really well. The position that he's in is different for Funko. You don't normally see them go after these uniquely different stances, so that's another thing that drew me closer to him. Let's take a closer look at this guy. Now, like I was saying, the arrows themselves are done really well. You can see them on his left and right arm. They're almost forming the arms a little bit. The staff, I think, was a little lackluster. They could have done a little bit more with that staff than what they did. The paint job on him, they didn't have a whole lot that they could have possibly messed up, but they did a really good job with it. At the end of the day, I don't see any real paint spillover or any of that stuff to talk about. At the end of the day, my final impression on this guy is going to be that he is really well done. Now, I think in my mind, maybe the hype of the anime stuff was going to be a little bit better than it is at this moment, but I am simply not disappointed at all at how well done he is in the stance that they have him in. Now, I think that this is going to bring forth a lot more pops in different stances. Like, I mean, there's all kinds of them that you can change the stance. I mean, all of the Avengers, you could change the stance in some shape, way, form, and fashion other than just hovering off the ground. I mean, so I think this now is going to change the way that we're going to see a lot of pops coming up here in the future. How about throw a comment down below and tell me if you think that this is going to start changing the way that we see these guys, or if you think that this is going to be a one-off and it's not something that they are going to continue to do. Before we get out of here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and become part of the Wayneko crew. There is no Wayneko crew without you, and I truly, truly appreciate you watching. Until next time, have a good one.